Welcome to the first episode of Trending Docket. Today we're exploring a heart-wrenching and unsolved mystery that has haunted families and communities for over 4 decades. We'll be talking about the tragic case of Tammy Terrell, previously only known as Arroyo Grande Jane Doe. She was a bright and promising young woman whose life was cut tragically short in 1980. Tammy Terrell vanished from Rosewell, New Mexico in September of 1980 at just 17 years old. Her family was frantic with worry, and the community came together, searching desperately for her. What's heartbreaking is that her body was discovered just a week later in the Nevada desert, revealing horrific signs of violence, blunt force trauma, and multiple stab wounds. It's difficult to imagine the pain her loved ones endured during those days of uncertainty. After 41 years of being known only as Arroyo Grande Jane Doe, advancements in forensic science finally led to her identification. So what happened during the investigation? For a case that garnered much attention, the leads seemed to dwindle quickly. Initial investigations were hampered by the limited forensic technology of the time. Not many details have been released about this case. What we do know is Tammy was dropped off at the Roswell State Fair on September 28, 1980. Later, Tammy was seen at a restaurant in Roswell, New Mexico, with an unidentified white male and female. They were possibly discussing going to California. Her body was found on October 5, 1980, by 2 brothers driving in the desert area of Arroyo Grande Boulevard and Lake Mead Parkway. One of the brothers was an off-duty officer at the time. Tammy was found naked, with blunt force trauma and multiple stab wounds, with signs of SA. It was a brutal attack. According to former Henderson police detective John Williams, quote, "She had been struck numerous times in the face, apparently with fists, and then in the back of the head with what appeared to be a roofing or framing hammer, and then stabbed with a 2-pronged instrument in the back." End quote. Her body looked like it was cleaned before it was dumped, and a piece of a shower curtain was located near her. It wasn't until forensic advances caught up with the case that we started to see some progress. According to CBS News, these advancements included DNA technology that had the potential to break down barriers that left countless cold cases like Tammy's unsolved for years. Isn't it fascinating how science can provide hope even decades later? Tammy's body was exhumed in 2016 for more testing. Her body was not in good shape, but eventually they were able to identify her. On November 10, 2021, the City of Henderson Police Department's Investigative Division received identification confirmation through genetic genealogy. Tammy finally got her name back. There's an ongoing conversation about the efficiency of law enforcement strategies in solving these cases. Do we have adequate resources? Are we using technology as effectively as we could be? As Dr. Jennifer McKinney, a forensic expert, notes, community involvement and active engagement in these discussions can significantly influence cold case resolutions, and Tammy Terrell's case is a prime example of why these dialogues are necessary, now more than ever. It is great that Tammy got her name back, but that is just the first step. Now we need to help bring justice for her and her family. They have waited long enough. Thank you for joining me today as we talked about the unsolved murder of Tammy Terrell. Her murder is still unsolved and is currently open and ongoing. If you have any information, please reach out to the Henderson Police Department at 702-267-4750. If you've been touched by this story, or know how important it is to keep the conversation alive, please share, like, and subscribe so you don't miss any new uploads. Let's work together to ensure that cases like Tammy's don't fade into the silence. Until next time, Keep Tammy and her family and friends in your